It's the equivalent of like sticking your head out a window,
That feeling?
just listening to, people having a conversation on the street, like kind of getting a gist of what happened this week.
Oh, this podcast?
This podcast.
Yeah, it makes
yeah.
sense.
What would you equate it to, John?
No, that was you. You nailed it right on the head. It's perfect.
Right?
I equate it to the same energy of that one Vine where the woman's on the phone, she walks by and she goes, and they were roommates. And he goes, oh my God, they were roommates.
Are we the guy or are we the girl?
We're the girl.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
And our listeners are like, oh my God.
I
yeah.
feel that we're the guy because we think that we're acting like we have a grip on the situation.
Like we're adding to it,
yeah.
but we're not.
We're like, oh
We're
my
just
God, they were
repeating it.
roommates. Just repeating.
Love.
True.
Welcome back to What the Podcast. Big cheers for What the Podcast this week.
Cheers.
I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
Together we are
Ryan and John.
just two best buddies sitting in
What did
chairs
she just
opposite each other.
She just burned you so hard. It was great.
Yeah, Carol was doing some screen time and then decided to check in just now.
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
I had
crazy.
nothing to say
Yeah.
yet.
Well, classic, typical. On the couch as always, Cara Tafoya. Still nothing. Okay. And joining us back again this week, Annie the Scove lip sync battle winner, Scovemond.
Yeah.
Did you miss me?
Were you gone last week?
Oh.
You
Yeah.
weren't here?
First of all, you guys are all freaking fake.
Really?
Michael Pinning, the only one who defended me on the podcast last week.
What
But
did he
yeah,
defend
I
you
listened
on?
to it. Ryan goes, well, let's just end on a good note because you guys were talking about the shooting.
Yeah.
He goes, anything good that happened this week? None of you guys say anything. Ryan goes, well, Annie's not here. Starts clapping. Woohoo, yeah. And Michael's the only one who freaking pipes up and is like, oh, no, I miss Annie and we love Annie.
You know what's so funny?
You two kept your mouth shut.
I fully forgot about that.
Yeah, me too.
And Annie texted me, was like, you suck. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Like, for what reason?
And she was like, you said this on the podcast. I was like, did I?
did
Wait, did we do the podcast last week? Annie, you're
there.
back.
I'm back.
You're the first lip sync battle winner to leave immediately. We didn't even get to interview you the week after you won.
Yeah, it's true.
I had to go on a press tour.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's
Press
incredible.
tour.
And let me
But
tell you,
luckily
lip
we're
sync
here.
battle is big in North Korea.
It is. It's
It was
huge.
huge.
Yeah.
I was not
telling
imagining
me
that
you
it
went
would
to
be
North
that
Korea
like
next
big of
time.
a welcome when I showed up, and they love it there.
Annie Scovin, known for her shock humor.
Yeah,
Classic.
no kidding.
Classic
No
move.
kidding.
Oh, what? You don't think I was going to stop there? On my
Press tour in North Korea, where they suppress press.
I was gonna
Come
say
on.
That's
they wouldn't
the-
even allow the press tour.
That's the funniest part about it. Guys. Okay,
It's part
there's
of
this
the
little
bit.
thing I like to do. It's called humor.
Annie, we're gonna get to the political part of our show. Let's hone in on your big win.
Imagine that if North
Yeah.
Korea, the one thing they let you see from America is lip sync battle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's crazy.
Honestly,
I mean,
I think that
we
might
should
keep
do
them
it.
away.
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. They would be like,
It
"Oh,
would
we
help.
don't want to go to America. We like it here." If
We-
they saw it, they wouldn't say that. Obviously, guys, come on, it's a
wouldn't
joke.
say that,
Jeez.
I really
Obviously.
tried to follow the thread.
It's okay. You're just not as funny as me.
I haven't had my coffee yet.
True.
Lip sync battle. Well, first, let's talk about this. This is big pressing news. Kara won the Deadpool.
Oh,
Yeah, she
okay.
did. Yeah, she did.
We gotta
Talk
jump to
about
that.
pressing news.
Yeah, it's
First of all-
Okay, so
Did
everyone
you know
knows
that you had Bob Newhart, or did you not know? Like, did you
I
realize?
forgot.
Oh,
I forgot who I even chose.
Because you kind of came in late to the conversation. So I was like, I don't know if she was like, oh, yeah, I was right, or she saw my text about it being like, oh, wow.
I know she must have forgotten because I think I
No,
forgot
I definitely
too,
forgot.
because it's such an off the wall pick. Like I did
Yeah.
not see that coming at
That's
all.
why the Google alerts.
Guys, in case you missed it, what was that? A week and a half ago?
Yeah.
Bob Newhart passed away.
And in case you missed it months ago, the beginning of the year, we like to do a fun little thing here on What the Podcast. So we decide
Deadpool.
who's going to die this year, our guesses on who's kicking the bucket.
So
in
the only
new
way,
year.
the only way that you can be upstage, Kara, is if one of our three die before the end of the year. Because
No, then we would just be tied.
well, no, I'm just saying.
I
it
feel
takes-
that
it takes the
that
punch
would
out of it.
tie it. But if one of us can sink the wild card pick,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
because we had we
They're
both
crazy.
chose an older person and then kind of like a young, like probably not going to die person.
But like would be
So and Kara, if you
Yeah.
lock in your yours is crazy, your wild card, then you have officially won
Did
the
you say
year.
Britney Spears?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is not that wild card.
It is
No,
wild
I
card.
feel like my
Poor
wild
thing.
card is the most likely to
Why
have
did I choose
unfortunately pass away.
Oprah?
because you were
That is
like,
pretty wild.
you said, how shocking would it be in the world if Oprah died?
It would be. It would be so shocking.
Mine was Julie Andrews and Amanda Bynes, which I feel like Amanda Bynes.
I feel like they're both wild card.
Oh,
Julie
I feel
Andrews
like
is
Julie
not that
Andrews-
old.
Oh, she's gonna.
Did
kill
any
it.
of us put what's his face?
What's his face?
Jimmy Carter.
No.
Who's turning 99?
No.
President Jimmy Carter.
Oh, no, Dick Van Dyke?
Dick Van Dyke.
No, because remember you guys said someone
He's
thought
too
about it, but then
healthy.
I pulled Julie Andrews, and you're like, "There's no way we can have Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke die in
I
the same
feel
year."
that Dick Van Dyke was my choice last year.
No.
Who knows? Anyway,
No. It was a president. It was.
Jimmy Carter,
I had Joe Biden last year. Remember?
and you had Jimmy Carter.
Which
I was gonna double down this year and do the same as last
Should've
year, but
picked him
then
this year.
I saw a picture of Jimmy Carter and I was like, oh no, he's
on
done.
October 1st,
He's already dead.
the first episode in October, we're gonna have a Jimmy Carter birthday celebration because he'll turn 100.
100.
Love, that's so exciting.
You
and
think
then
so?
we should dress up
We
as
will.
things that are
'Cause
younger
he's
than
gonna
Jimmy
li-
Carter.
No,
Ryan,
I'm saying you think he's gonna make
Ryan,
it.
you chose Jimmy Carter. He's gonna live at least
know.
until the end of the year.
Oh, God.
He's
Yeah.
gonna die January 1st of next year.
He's
Just
gonna
to stick
watch
it to
us
you.
elect a woman president and just
And
and
die.
croak.
I literally watched someone made a TikTok that was
Uh-huh.
like, you know who'd be the best presidential pick? He has already been in office. He only did one term, so he can come back.
No.
And it was all of
Jimmy
Jimmy
Carter.
Carter.
yeah. We need an older president.
Yikes.
Yeah, you know what? These guys are too young.
Oh my God.
But you know what, Kara? I don't want to say congratulations because obviously Bob Newhart, a legend. Sad to see him go. But
You are getting a pizza.
yeah,
party,
you're
though.
getting a pizza party for your win.
Thank you.
Oh, yikes.
I don't want to say congratulations, but you're getting a pizza.
What's the
congratulations.
latest photo of Jimmy Carter?
Yeah, I don't want
Tan,
skeleton.
rested, and ready.
Oh God! I think he's mummified and they're just wheeling him around. This is a weekend at Bernie
is
situation.
Really tough.
I do just want to
pick.
close the loop here. Bob Newhart, legendary comedian, passed away on July 18th, dead at 94. 94 years old.
Yeah.
that
Hey,
guy.
that's a long
Bob
life.
Newhart, classic comedian, passed away in Los Angeles in his home. I mean, just such a body of work, that guy.
Hit me with how old Julie Andrews is, because
Yeah, sure.
my part of my reasoning, and I feel like I'm on the right
I think
track.
she's like 83.
is she's no longer going to be part of Bridgerton.
She was in Bridgerton?
She's been the voiceover of the letter, the newsletter in Bridgerton. She's been like the narrator of Bridgerton.
Oh, she'll be fine. She's 88.
and she's no longer going to do it. And I think she's going downhill, and they're just trying to hide it from the press.
88 years old.
Oh, she's. I can feel it in my bones. She's getting ready to kick.
Dick Van Dyke, 10 years her senior,
I know.
98 years old.
Yeah.
He looks it.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
and
starting
he
to
looks
But
kind of crazy.
In all of his interviews, he's still like tap dancing and
Yeah.
he's crazy.
Did you
yeah, he
see
does like
Clint
stretches
Eastwood?
and stuff.
Clint Eastwood had a really young girlfriend. Not okay, really
Clint
young.
Eastwood's
compared
kind
to
of
Clint
skeleton
Eastwood.
looking too.
Yeah.
But she passed away, like last week at 61.
Homicide?
They didn't say. It just said Clint Eastwood's girlfriend that's dead at
94.
61. So
And he
who
just
knows?
turned 94 in May. So I'm feeling like I'm not sure. I don't feel good about my pick anymore.
Who was your pick? Oprah?
Clint
Clint Eastwood?
No, you had Clint
Wild
Eastwood.
card.
Sorry. You had Clint Eastwood.
Last year?
No, this year. I'm pretty sure you do.
Dude, I had Jimmy Carter. I had
That
the
was
peanut
last year.
farmer.
Oh, who has?
My peanuts went sour.
Oh, I do. I do. That's right.
You have Clint
Well,
Eastwood.
his girlfriend died, so maybe he'll die of a broken heart.
He probably will. Any
for
day now.
his young lover.
Yeah, 61-year-old young lover.
Dang.
Man, that's crazy. That is
Crazy.
crazy. I love our Deadpool. I don't
I
think
mean,
it's weird.
it's
I love it.
it's not. We're not celebrating. We're just observing, right?
Yeah.
And that's this whole podcast is we just observe the world.
And I won.
It's
Yeah.
betting.
And
you know?
sometimes you
not,
win.
Is that not the rest of like the world?
Yeah, go ahead.
We do that with everything. We project who's going to win lip sync battle. We project who's going to win the presidency. And I'm gonna just want to
See
say,
what she's doing there.
yeah, that was.
I
nice.
I did project it because remember the week before lip sync I said you were gonna win.
that you did.
Oh.
And
I'm
I want to
psychic.
say,
Double-
I
double
projected,
pizza party.
Project it.
I projected the right
Are you
when
s- are you hearing
Biden
that?
first ran.
Yeah, projected.
Projecting versus or predicting.
Projecting.
Both. They
I
both
projected it. I saw it
All right,
happening.
got it.
Both work.
Projected.
No, it's fine.
projected.
It's cool. It works. You're right.
Predict, project.
I feel like
that I
they're
hear project
opposites
more.
on the same coin.
I feel like you hear project more in
Meetings.
like political stuff.
I feel like I
the
spoke
projected-
it out and I projected that this would be the thing.
You predicted it.
Yeah.
You
But
it's
predicted
like
that it was going to be
predicted.
projected.
Yeah.
Got it.
Exactly.
I feel a prediction is a little more based on nothing.
It's a predicament, I'll tell you that.
Got it.
I said when Biden first announced
Mm-hmm.
Kamala as his running mate, the first time he ran, I said, what they're going to do is he's going to be in one term, and then they're going to stick her as the presidential nominee, and they're going to have him endorse her.
Should have done that like 6 months ago, but yes.
But I think they got to the point where they're like, oh, people do not like her. We can't put her on the ticket. And then they saw that first debate, and they were like, well, guys, we're really in a predicament.
Pull the ripcord.
I think that I have absolutely ditched everything I didn't like about her in the past 6 months. I'm like, she seems like a breath of fresh air compared to Joe Biden right now.
The way that a woman in her 50s, and everyone's like, she's young.
I'm
love
like,
her.
oh my God, it's incredible.
What is
it's
that-
like
what is the
new
little quote
life
going
in the
around?
Democratic Party.
Did you fall out of a coconut tree?
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Yep.
You exist in the context
Yep.
of everything that was, came before you, and will be, or something like that.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah.
they're
in
definitely.
circles.
Did you see
the internet's going to work
that
making her a meme?
She's already gotten like $60 million towards
90.
her campaign now.
No, her and Joe share a $90 million campaign fund. She has all that
It
money.
was the funds
Do you know
going
what?
towards
A
Joe.
lot of it bumped it.
What?
Was people putting Charlie XCX's song Apple, so it's Brat Summer,
Yeah, Brad Summer.
over like a bunch of her like lines talking
Uh-huh.
and like remixes, and that like bumped.
She was.
On the news,
They were giving
literally
that
said
money towards.
that bumped it up.
That's
Dude,
fine.
let me tell you, the memes, they'll be moneymakers.
They're strong.
The
Yeah.
memes are strong.
Yeah.
I think the thing because here's my new prediction. I think that Trump
Okay.
will win the
That was-
popular
That
vote.
one. That one was
that
rough.
was
That one was
terrible.
rough.
What
Was
I
it a
said,
prediction
prediction.
or
You
a
said
projection? You said
projection.
projection.
I said prediction.
No, he's a projection.
Okay.
Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Let's-
makes projection.
Let's all agree to say projection for the rest of the day.
Projection. Okay.
right.
I'm in.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Prediction.
Projection. I don't know what I'm saying now.
Ryan said this crazy thing to me earlier, and I don't even know what I said to him. He just looks at me and he goes, you can tell it's been a while since you've been hit.
Okay.
And I think that's true. I think
That may
a
have
good-
been an
a good
inside
punch
thought.
punch
Go
in the
ahead. What's your
face
What's your
could really
prediction?
help me.
What's your prediction?
I think that Trump is going to win the popular vote, but I don't think he'll get elected.
Whoa.
I think that
A
the
Hil- a
electoral
Hillary
college,
situation.
yeah, I think the electoral college will vote in Kamala.
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 The
Kamala.
emphasis is on Kamala Harris.
And
Yeah.
now everyone's saying you just got to call her Harris.
Well,
Harris.
okay, so there has been some discourse about
Harry.
using her name in like using her first name in like a friendly, familiar way, kind of like minimizes the fact that she's going to be like the president elect.
Yeah.
You know, but
Well,
but I saw this whole
We say Joe
TikTok.
Biden.
I saw this whole
Joe
spread
Biden.
about how Jeb Bush ran as Jeb, Pete Buttigieg is running as Pete.
She's just gonna run as her whole name, just the full thing.
Totally.
Kamala Harris.
Well, and I feel like Bush, Bush Jr. basically ran as George W.
Yeah.
And he didn't do like just Bush because his dad had already done it.
Right. Hillary ran as Hillary because
Yeah.
I imagine to like separate herself from Clinton.
She didn't want to be with
Yeah.
Bill.
Right.
Yeah, she already.
So I don't know if it's like I think people are maybe jumping to conclusions a little
people
bit
are
with
kinda-
that, but I will say, I mean, like I said, like Hillary won the popular vote back in 2016. She technically got more votes than Donald Trump did. People be voting for women out here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like, oh, she's going to lose because she's a person of color or because she's a woman and this country's so racist. Like, Obama got elected twice.
I sent you that footage of President Ford
Uh-huh.
where there was a little girl and she was like, do you think what would you say, Mr. President, to a little girl who wants to be president herself? And he was like, this, and he literally said, this is how I predict the first female president will happen. She will be on the ticket as a VP.
Uh-huh.
That president will get voted into office. She'll be the VP and he will die in office. And that is how we will get our first female president.
Okay, have you heard the whispers?
That Joe Biden's actually
Yes,
dead.
that he's dead.
That no one's seen him since he's announced.
And he was on a
Yes.
phone call press conference.
yes.
That's crazy.
I mean-
and people are thinking it's AI.
I mean, the man announced that he was dropping out of the race on Twitter.
Here's what I
While
don't
he has
understand-
He has
COVID.
not
The
taken
only
the
thing
stand. He's still the
Never-
president right now.
The
He
only
can-
thing I don't get about that conspiracy is what would be different if he died. You know what I'm saying? Like, she would. I guess Kamala would become the president now.
She would.
Yeah.
She'd be the
But
president
why,
right now.
But why wouldn't they want that? Why wouldn't the Democratic Party want that? I mean, if he dies, why and she becomes president, why would what's the downside?
I think they're
Why are they hiding it? I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean that's just a.
Well, I don't.
It sounds
I
like
don't
a
think they would
win-win.
hide
She
it.
becomes president.
I think-
she gains popularity,
I
and
think
then she reelects.
I
in
think
the
the
second
president
term.
dying is a bigger deal. Like more things have to be in place before they just tell the
And
public.
especially because it would definitely be due to COVID.
Yeah, I mean that's
Does he have COVID?
that's the
He
story
had
right
COVID.
now is
Yes.
he's got COVID.
You didn't know that?
No.
And
Last,
he hasn't been
last
seen
week he
since.
tested positive, and he went to his home in where was his home?
Delaware, I
Oh my
think.
gosh, can you imagine?
Yeah, I think.
Like-
But then they were also
to quarantine.
Can you imagine after Trump is president during that whole all of COVID?
Yes.
It's chaos, and then
Kills his running mate.
the literal. The Democratic president after him, who was like, "We need to be better about COVID," dies of COVID.
Oh my God.
That
I mean,
would be wild.
It would make sense. He's our oldest president.
That's crazy.
There was a whole like thing. Somebody was tracking Air Force One, and they were saying like
was late
you
last
can't
night.
track it, but they were saying like when he first announced he had COVID, they basically life-flighted him, but he's the president, so
Right.
that's how he travels anyway.
Air Force One.
They took him to the nearest hospital, and they like confirmed yes he has COVID, and then they flew him to Johns Hopkins.
John Hopkins.
And because that's where the president receives all of his care, apparently, like most presidents do.
Best,
Best hospital
And then-
hospital in the world.
country.
Yeah.
And then late last night, there was a flight log of wherever his home is,
Yes.
his actual home, where they stopped all air traffic, and then had a VIP plane.
Which
Oh,
they do,
shoot.
which they do
So,
when
he
Air Force
travels
One
anyway.
goes anywhere. They,
Yeah, so
So
he
it's
was
all-
going somewhere.
It's a lot of
Last night.
speculation right
Do you
now.
think that they would really like keep that from the public for a long period? Like
I
a couple
think that
days?
if he's on his deathbed, yeah. I think they would, if he's
You don't think he's dead
actively
yet?
dying, yeah, they wouldn't say it, they wouldn't announce it. They would let him basically die in peace with his family. And then once he's actually dead, after like a day, they would announce it.
Whoa.
I think
So you
if
he's dying.
if
I think he's
Kamala
dying.
Harris goes quiet or they put her on Air Force One or something, like we'll know. We'll be
know.
like, oh, okay, this is about to happen.
well, yeah, because she means
because
she-
they'll probably
She's not
swear
supposed to
they'll probably
fly or
swear her in as soon as they as they're announcing it.
Yeah,
because it has
absolutely.
to like we can't be like
That
oh
picture
like,
of,
we don't have a
um,
president right now.
Jackie O on the plane with who was getting sworn in after Kennedy
Johnson.
Johnson.
That
Lyndon
was
B.
crazy.
Lyndon
on
Big
Air
Dong
Force
Johnson.
One, and he's getting sworn in,
And she's covered
it's
in blood.
Iconic
It
photo.
is iconic.
Crazy.
When
to
is
take off her
the
suit.
Democratic convention? 2 weeks?
Coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up quick.
Yeah.
It's in August.
Yeah.
I mean, just financially, I think they're gonna pick her. Obviously,
They have no other choice. They
they've
would
got
have
no
already
other choice.
picked
Yeah.
him.
The big question is who's her Veep. There's a couple of options here.
Gavin Newsom.
I think that Newsom is everyone's
that would be a
whispering.
mistake.
I think it's a huge mistake if she chooses
Because
Newsom.
everyone in California hates Gavin
Yeah.
Newsom.
Yep.
It's kind of the
Everyone.
whole meme. I think it's Mayor Pete. I think it's
Pete
Pete
Buttigieg.
Buttigieg. Yeah.
He was already in an interview with what's his name, that late night host with the gray slick back hair. What's his name?
Late night host, Grace Slick back hair.
He's not a late night host. He's like
SNL?
he has a late night show.
Oh, he was
Oh,
on.
are you talking about
You're
Daily
talking
Show?
about Jon Stewart.
John?
Yes.
No, not Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart is.
It's the Daily Show.
It's not the Daily Show.
Are you
He-
talking about Stephen Colbert?
No, it's not a
Are
late
you
night host.
talking-
I'm sorry. I was about.
Are you talking about the younger one?
No, he's
He was
old.
on-
He's like
okay.
middle-aged.
You're
I'll
thinking
find
of
his name.
Jimmy Fallon.
No,
Larry
Just keep
King.
going,
He's got
keep going.
darker-
I'll find
Not
it.
Larry
King's
King.
dead,
About
actually.
okay, well,
Larry B. King.
Larry B. King. Yes, the B movie Larry King. Thank you, Kara.
Oh my God. It would be crazy if Kamala Harris went on Larry B. King for
Yeah.
her
Oh my gosh, and it's like her as a
campaign
B.
rally. Yeah.
Be her. Oh,
It's
that'd be so
Kamala
good.
B. Harris.
B.
Kamala
Harris.
B. Harris.
No.
That'd be so,
Yeah.
I wonder what her
That's a
middle name
perfect
is.
joke.
that's so good. Wow, but I think that this is. I honestly, and Ryan, you and I talked about this a little bit.
Uh huh.
It made me a little bit more hopeful.
I would say so.
'Cause
I'm fully recharged. politically.
After that first debate, I was like, there's no way that a whole political party is backing this person.
Hence why they weren't.
yeah, I was
they were
like,
telling
this
him to
is
step
so
down.
sad.
Yeah, and now we're kind of at this like fresh start place where they've got this new, young blood, young.
Which is so sad. Like,
Yeah.
right? This is the first
I
time
mean,
in
they're not
history
going
we're
to
calling
get
a
some
woman her
35-year-old
50s.
politician to come in.
I say I'm waiting for the day we have a 30-something-year-old president. I'm so excited. It's going to happen in my lifetime. I'm dedicated. I'm going to do it. It's actually me.
It's gonna be
Thank you. I'm
Oh.
running for president. We have to scrub every inch of this podcast off the internet.
Oh.
Oh, that's not gonna happen. Bill Maher. He was on an interview with Bill
Bill
Maher.
Maher.
You guys have seen him?
No.
He's a
He's a comedian. Like late, he has a show. It's on like in the
yeah,
evening.
not a fan.
Yeah, but
I know who you're talking about.
he
but-
was he did an interview with him and he was talking about just
See the guy who was in Twisters?
No, you're
no.
thinking of Bill Paxton, Kara.
No,
Todd,
the new
guys
Twisters,
know.
the comedian who
Anthony
came in at the end.
Ramos. What?
No, remember the comedian who was the like airport guy?
Oh,
At the end,
was-
you were like, "That's the comedian with the teeth."
This is Bill Maher right here.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
Honey, I know who you're talking about. That's not who we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Uh,
Bill Maher.
that's what popped into
Yeah.
my head.
Was Twisters good?
Yes, Annie, you should go see it.
It was hilarious.
For real?
Yes.
Oh, you guys all saw it?
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, you were out of town, but
What's the song?
Oh,
What's
you
the big
saw it
song?
together?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
we did.
Yeah, we did go to the movies, which you famously hate doing.
What's the big
And
song?
also,
we
you
did.
were out of town.
No
what were we
one's
supposed to do? Fly
done
you
in Oklahoma. Dude. It's all over my TikTok. Annie, you would love it.
Okay.
I'll go
Good
again.
movie.
I'll
see
go
it.
again.
Would she
Alone.
love it?
Really? You
How
like
do you
that
feel
movie that
about
much?
natural? Okay, I will
Natural
say.
Guys,
Disasters
Annie
nuts?
Country. Annie
No,
equals country.
No, guys,
Oh.
Kara.
Amen.
Hate that. Hate
What?
that.
Amen.
Hate that. Hate that.
Annie equals country.
One
You said
thing we
Annie
know
Ke-
about Kara is she loves disaster movies.
I do love disaster movies.
Oh,
So that's
Okay.
take that with the context.
add
you
that
know
to
what
the
I'm saying?
case file. That needs to get studied.
If you think I'm still
Disaster
investigating
movies?
that, you're out of your
That's
mind.
that's way
San
gone.
Andreas Fault with The Rock. Come on. So good. I've seen that
What
movie
about
so many
that
times.
Tom Holland
Why
one
do
with
you
the
like
tsunami?
it so much?
No, I haven't
I've been
seen that
meaning to
one.
ask you
Gary.
this. Why do you like natural disaster movies?
Because it's thrilling.
What's so thrilling about the natural disaster?
Because they could happen.
Because it's like
Oh,
a
because
real
it's like a
threat.
realism thing.
Oh.
Like it
Yeah.
feels
But
real.
like the kidnap and kill you kind of movies don't scare you.
people
Nah.
get killed all the time.
Okay,
by
but tornadoes, gotcha.
That's also, I do like capture and killing movies though.
So you don't like sci-fi then? You definitely don't like spooky, scary, like demons and ghosts. You don't like that thing because that doesn't.
No,
seem
I
very
like
realistic.
demons and ghosts. I feel like that's not sci-fi.
Sci-fi
is like robots and-
like a
Okay,
alien.
fine. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I like a natural disaster over an alien.
I'll still
movie.
see Alien.
I think
The new one
I
coming
think-
out. Alien Romulus.
Let me clarify: is Kara doesn't have a preference towards disaster movies.
No,
She's
I just really like them.
particularly titillated by them.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Love.
Titillated.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a button. That is a soundbite.
But truly, watch
Clipping
San
that
Andreas Fault on a
23
plane.
minutes.
oh,
That's thrilling.
thrilling. I think I'd like Tornado. Or Twister or whatever it is.
Twister.
Also, Glenn
Watch-
Powell.
Go ahead and watch.
Come on.
Glenn Powell.
Yeah, you guys. Glenn
Come
Powell
on.
is having a hell of a summer. I'll
Yeah,
tell you
he's
that.
having
Did
a
you
talk about
see-
summer.
What?
Glenn Powell
Uh-huh.
has his parents as extras in every movie he's in.
That's
His
so
parents
cute.
Were they
were in the
Twisters?
bleachers during the little rodeo scene
They were the
in
Twister.
Twisters. In Spy Kids 2, his parents were in
No.
it. Yep.
Shut up.
In
Who are his parents?
Anyone But You, his parents were just normal people.
When he was in Spy Kids, he was a child.
Yeah.
He can't add that into his contract.
You can do whatever you
I
want.
don't know.
They probably just that's probably where it started. They probably just needed extras and they were on set because he was a kid.
And then
God, that's
on
a
TikTok,
good-looking
a
guy.
girl made one that was like, my husband just revealed to me that he went to high school with Glenn Powell. He brings out his yearbook,
Uh-huh.
shows every year of Glenn Powell, and his senior page, his big quote was pretty much saying, it said like, lead role in Sound of Music, part in Spy Kids 2. I just love the theater because you get the gratification immediately from the audience. And that's why I'll never go into TV or movies. And
Like
where
something
he is
to
now,
that effect.
he's
Hey,
in TV and
go where the
movies.
mummy, where the money
Money
is,
goes.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's a cutie.
as the Egyptians say.
He's
Go
a
where the
kid.
mummy goes.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like I'm flubbing today. I feel like a lot of like flubs. I can't get my lips to do what I want them to do. You know,
Okay. Okay.
it's classic podcasting.
hey, keep
you
that
know?
to yourself, okay? Jesus.
Okay, projection. What was yours?
Projection.
I said
Prediction.
prediction, and you
No,
know it's just a bad list.
Okay, John, cut in right here the playback of that
John,
moment.
no, you won't do
Slow
that.
mo.
I hate
The
you.
ready,
Slow-mo.
ready.
Hey,
3, 2, 1.
and no.
Yeah,
Predict.
exactly.
Here's my new prediction.
Projection.
Chion.
Exactly.
Nope. Projection.
Okay, so I mean, a lot of political things happening in the world. What else is
Yeah.
What else is going on? What have we not covered? I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little bit at a loss here. I feel like that was kind of our big thing.
That was.
Kamala
I feel like
Harris.
we didn't talk
she's gonna
about
be
lip
the
sync
president.
very much.
Yeah, we
but
can go back to lip sync.
That's just my
Annie,
personal preference.
walk me through. You're up on that stage. Your name gets called. You're holding the trophy. Walk us through that. What all that work, that hard work.
First of all, did you think you had won after you'd finished?
No,
Really?
Really?
Well, because I truly thought Kara was.
Because I'll
gonna
tell you
win.
when Ryan knew you won. But go ahead. You say first.
I truly thought Kara was gonna win, and she was after me. So I was like, oh, I did good, but I didn't.
I kind of
think about
realized
it.
we weren't going to win when we were last because everyone wasn't really into it.
What do you mean?
Everyone was kind of tired.
I kinda
all
get
the
what you
all the
mean.
tables.
The crowd
No one was like,
cheering as the night went on kind of died down a little bit.
Well, it was an older crowd.
Yeah.
A bit of an older crowd.
Bit of an older crowd.
All right.
The moment I knew Annie had it in the bag,
I love this. And right when it happened, Ryan turned to me and was like, she's
got
won.
it. She just
I
won.
was like, oh.
When your suit ripped off and you
Oh, my
had
rip-away
the
suit.
money dress on.
Yes.
It was you had the money dress on and you had the leaf blower in your face and your hair was up in the air and the girls were like doing the money guns. I was like, that is lip sync battle right there. That was it. Like you nailed it.
John sat and watched me as I
Sew that
slowly
together, yeah.
sewed together that rip-away suit because I made it myself.
Lost the needle
You know,
over it.
okay.
Yeah, lost it. Yeah, if
you could have come to me. It would have been a lot easier to just do big Velcro strips.
Okay, Kara, let me tell you.
Just letting you know.
I'm telling you right
John-
now, Velcro strips don't work like you think they do.
Kara,
Not in this- not in this kind of application.
I did big Velcro strips.
It didn't
did
work.
not work.
didn't
So
work.
then I had to pivot, and then I had to incorporate
How did
both
it
of
not
them.
work?
They literally, it would
They don't
rip off
stick.
they don't stick to the fabric.
Yeah.
They
Well,
would rip.
Well, yeah, you gotta sew it.
I would just use
Okay,
duct
well,
tape.
then-
and I
okay,
tried
then
to.
what's-
I tried to sew it,
Hold on.
I
She
tried
was
to sew
sewing
it.
originally.
and the Velcro was so thick to get like through. I was like, "There's no way it's gonna like I'm gonna." So every Velcro strip I had, I did
Also,
sew
just
on.
a fun little memory about the tear-off suit. The night before we were doing tech, and Annie goes last, and she goes up in this suit, and it almost looks like she can't move in it. She's like, and then Bethany Slomka, who is the creative director, just kind of giving notes to everybody. She's like, "Hey, Annie, is that tearaway?"
It was so funny.
And I
No,
wanted
it was
Annie to
mostly
go,
the skirt. It was mostly the skirt.
It was so funny. You're
So
like
good.
going up there, and Bethany goes, "Hey, is that a
Is that
tearaway?"
tearaway?
She was, "Is your whole outfit tearaway?" Anyway,
I wish you would. You said yes, but I wish you would have
Yeah.
said no.
No.
no, no. What do you mean?
Iconic.
Because what does if it's not
like,
what
what do you
does that
mean?
insinuate? What is that in
Yes.
question?
Yes.
Does it look tearaway? What are
Yeah,
you saying?
exactly.
It's
It
because
looks bad.
It's because specifically on dress rehearsal night, you had the whole back of your skirt was kind of like a one piece of fabric was drooping a lot.
I
Yeah.
tell you clenched it with that.
Yeah, you did. You really
I
did.
People
was-
love a tearaway moment.
Man, and
You had
John,
all the elements.
John was sat here as I kept on going. Does this look right? Does this look okay? And like at 1 in the morning,
I'm like editing other
I'm like,
people's videos, and
does
she's
this look
like,
like a suit?
"Hold on, how does this look?"
how does this
this
look?
look?
And then I'd move. I'd be like, oh my gosh, it came unbuttoned. I came unbuttoned.
Yeah,
I need to
she-
fix that.
She'd literally
God.
move it, and the whole thing would go, brrr, and all snap off. She's like, oh no, I need a couple more steps. It was so funny.
The tearaway suit was something that when you think of lip sync, the process is you think of something extremely extravagant, and then you have to have to
pare it
scale
down.
back.
Yeah, there's just no way.
Oh yeah, of course,
Yeah.
Way.
of course.
I look into my phone's app to be like, okay, ideas I have throughout the year for lip syncs.
Yes.
One is always pyrotechnics.
Yeah, of course.
I always
of course.
one I had was riding a Vespa onto stage and having it somehow tie into Nacho Libre.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
How can we do that?
The stage
Yeah.
is, you need a bigger stage.
Yeah, it would have to. I'd have to build a
You have
ramp.
to have
It'd be a
ramps.
lot.
No, it would fit. I think a Vespa would fit on the stage. You just
But
need the
I
ramp,
have to
that's all.
really trust myself
the
to
ramp,
like
of course.
Drive it up.
there without like
Uh-huh.
going
go
on
We
the
had a
other side.
motorcycle a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Mike rode in a motorcycle.
But
and
not
was on the
on the
ground.
stage. It was on the
I know,
ground.
but so cool.
Yeah, we were all worried about like Annie having these sparklers up on stage, and then your brother comes in with a
The freaking
flamethrower.
Yeah.
I had a whole test video and everything, and then we were like, no,
We're like,
we'll go
"Ugh."
to the sparklers.
Like, there's no way like Dan is gonna allow that in his backyard.
Tate came in with the
Yeah,
flamethrower.
it didn't work.
I should have
unfortunately.
known. Next year, I'm adding
And
pyrotechnics.
all of backstage reeked of like.
Oh yeah,
And
the propane
gas.
was not off
It was
for
like,
so
yeah,
long.
so
in that
crazy.
moment, I was like, "Oh, this is it. So this is the year that it like we make the news and
It
like we
blows
blow
up.
up,
It
yeah,
blows up.
burn a bunch of
Lip
people."
sync battle, backyard lip sync battle
Yeah.
starts
It ends
forest
there.
fire.
You know,
Yeah.
eight seems fine. Eight
seems
pretty
good. It's round.
We could've
It's
ended there.
solid. Yeah.
But one of the things I had on there was tearaway suit. And
You did it.
And I listen, I made it happen.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did
I
tearaway.
love just a general idea of like things you want to
Tearaway suit.
tearaway suit.
Tearaway
Cold
suit.
And I have
sparklers.
some. I have
Cold
some
sparklers.
that I'm not saying because I don't want anyone to steal them.
Yeah, that's good. No, that's probably smart.
Because
Do you
I'm
think that-
incorporating them next year.
Do you think that all these ideas you like somebody might steal or
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Yeah, for sure.
Dave heard me about pyrotechnics, and look what happened.
Okay.
But I want you to know that was like a last, like the day of Dave's.
yeah,
Like,
because he heard I talked about
Mike's
pyrotechnics.
gonna bring his flamethrower. Can you? Or he said, "Can you ask Mike for the flamethrower, but don't tell it's for me? Can you just say? Can you just get it for him?" So here I am texting Mike Massey, going, "Hey, can I borrow your flamethrower?" He's like, "For what?" And I was like, "For one of the numbers." And he's like, "Well, I'm a little worried." And I was like, well,
Why
Dave,
does he have a flamethrower?
I was gonna that was my
weeds.
first question.
For weeds.
weeds?
You burn the weeds in
Burn the
between your
weeds.
pavement.
Yeah.
Shut the hell
No.
up.
No,
seriously.
that's dead ass. That's what
That's
you
what he
do.
told me. I didn't know
Okay,
that. But that's what he told
El
me.
You
That's
don't
what you
use a
do.
giant
Okay, really?
flamethrower for
That's not
that.
that
You're gonna go
Guys,
right to
I'm-
alcohol.
Who the hell is burning their weeds with a flamethrower?
Just because you've never
First of
heard of
all-
it.
Oh, a
First
little
of all-
controlled burn going on
I
out
love
here.
First of
I
all,
love
it
it.
He's got
wasn't that
that
big of a
many weeds.
I love it when
flamethrower.
you
It
do
was
that.
a
He's got
medium
that-
to small size flamethrower.
Yes.
What are you
That wasn't
talking
that big of a
about?
flamethrower.
That's not that big of a flamethrower. That's not like even like a roofing torch. A roofing torch is way bigger.
First of all,
Yeah.
I thought flamethrowers were in like the freaking Geneva Convention. Like we couldn't
No.
allow those to
This
be.
is what I love about you is when you haven't heard of something, it's immediately East County. You're
That
like
wouldn't we?
at alcohol.
You're
That
tell-
wouldn't
no,
kill the weed.
You
Yeah,
know what
you
was
have to pull
immediately
the
East
root
County
out.
of it?
Well, yeah, but it
the
makes
way
it
both of
easier.
you, I said,
Burn
what do you
it
need a flamethrower for? You both go pulling weeds. Get rid of weeds.
Well, because that's what Mike told me he uses it for, and she obviously knew that. I didn't know that before Mike told me, but
You guys are out of
I
your
know.
damn minds.
I know
gotta get you.
everything.
You guys gotta move to the beach. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
good lord,
You could use a flamethrower.
yeah, you could.
I know my
Don't act
sis-
like you wouldn't use
my
one if you
sister-in-law
had
goes,
one.
"Hey, John's brother had this like thing coming off of a propane tank. Was that a flamethrower?" And I was drunk, so I was like, "No."
Oh, really?
Was it? I had no idea. I didn't even know it was there. She goes, "Was that a flamethrower?" I go, "No." They
I
wouldn't
saw
have a
him walk in
flamethrower."
with it, and for some reason I thought it was like
Oh, this is before.
I don't know
Yeah.
what I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
It was like right when it all
hadn't
started.
Seen the like the moment for
Maybe
it.
I thought it was like a
The lip
drinking
sync hadn't
thing.
even happened yet.
What's up?
Like
Maybe
a
I
beer
thought it
bong,
was- yeah, like
beer
a
bong
drinking
situation.
Situation.
Like a shot,
Like a
like a
beer
shot.
thrower.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
was
know.
so sad when it didn't go off in the number. That's why we
I
had to give it a
know.
moment. And then I got off stage and was like, "You need to let David do it. Like everyone wants to see it." And I was like, "Okay." So I went up there. I was like, "Dave's gonna do the flamethrower, so everyone can see it." I'm
I'll
like,
say my dad took probably 10 photos of lip sync battle.
"Uh-huh."
One of them is of Ryan.
Uh huh. Eight
Like,
of them.
8
were
of them
the
of
flamethrower.
me. It's like 3 of them of the flamethrower.
I
That's
saw.
I
that.
was like, are you kidding, dude?
awesome.
It was a moment.
Your
Everyone-
dad's costume.
It was a cool moment.
So awesome.
My dad did come dressed to impress.
Look, those weeds aren't gonna stand a chance.
No, not
He's
with.
still caught on the weed thing.
No chance.
He's still caught on the.
It just
flamethrower
seems
weed
like
thing.
an excessive measure against weeds. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I guess. I mean.
You know, let's save it for the gardening post show episode.
Oh.
Okay,
whoa,
okay.
Heard.
But lip sync battle was great. I won. I will say my one gripe I had against it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Was that Ryan got a speech at the end of his lip sync battle and I didn't get one.
Well, you should ask for one. I would have given you the microphone. All you gotta do is grab it.
Silencing women. Yeah, I
Silencing
did.
women.
I think
I
Ryan
did
just grabbed
grab
it out
the
of my
mic.
hand.
Yeah.
So Ryan's the only one that's got an acceptance speech because he just grabs the mic out of my hand.
Yeah.
You should try that, Annie. Just
I
grabbing
did
the
do a
mic.
front flip into the pool afterwards.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
I will say I really needed it because I was sweating in my 3
Yeah.
costumes I had on.
Sure.
Yeah.
I had
Pool
Rip Boy
after lip
suit,
sync is always
Yeah.
like the go-to move now. Over here. It's
Yeah.
so fun.
It
Rip
hit
Boy
really hard
suit,
this year.
money dress into ice skating JoJo Siwa outfit.
So good.
So good.
Yeah, which I'm gonna get it framed, put it right up there.
Oh, on this wall.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I
okay.
can look at it.
Sure. Yeah.
Is this
Yeah,
where it
whatever you
goes?
want.
No, yeah,
Whatever you want.
it's gonna get framed.
Just get like a massive one.
I'm
can
gonna
I-
get a fake
36.
Olympic medal.
Can I put my Jeff Bezos costume like on a mannequin?
shadow box it?
No.
Yeah, and shadow box it on the wall right there. Why do you get a wall thing?
I'm famous.
I won. I won.
I'll tell you what, if you bring it, you can hang it.
Okay,
I
great.
don't
I think
care.
it's here
Dang.
somewhere in a box
Actually,
or
I have
something.
it. I have
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I do
In a
have it.
contaminated.
I will say that
bag.
your mask
Probably
is
hazmat suit.
terrifying. It's
Yeah.
in a little plastic baggie and it's
Yeah.
all stretched, and
Uh-huh.
it looks like just a bag
Uh-huh.
of skin, which
Yeah.
is super gross.
I was hoping to like rip it apart. Turns out it was pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Really
Not
strong.
easy.
Rubber.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you
well,
really killed off that
yeah,
character well.
Yeah,
That
I
was
killed him
awesome.
off.
You
like
killed him
a
off well.
motherfucker. And I won that year.
You did. You were so
man.
good.
Oh man, Ryanverse. That's awesome. Into the
Ryanverse.
Ryanverse.
Into
And
the
then
Ryanverse.
directly into Ryan into the horse ponyverse.
Yeah.
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 You know what?
We're in a new arc now.
You're not great at forecasting because this year is Wild Wild West, and you just
I know.
blew your horse number.
I know.
The year before Wild
No,
Wild West.
next year, Ryan and I are teaming up because we're
Oh.
both ineligible.
I hate
Yeah,
that. But
right.
Okay, go ahead.
John's looking at the numbers, Annie.
John-
I absolutely hate
to
it.
him,
I absolutely
to
hate
him
it.
that looks like it went from 8 numbers to 7 numbers.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what happened. Which is why it's ending in 2 years because we can't get anybody new to do a freaking number.
Really, we're bullying Michael into doing a number.
A number.
A number.
No, but again,
I'm
you're-
freaking
but again,
serious.
you're consolidating you, Ryan, and Mike into one number.
No. Michael, one of my backup dancer's
Michael.
husband.
Michael. Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
He's doing a number.
Sure.
Oh, Michael.
Sure.
Michael.
Michael.
That was the guy
And then-
at the end.
We were
afterwards.
bullying him pretty
You
hard.
were bullying him.
Yeah.
And it's going to work. He will
It's-
succumb to the peer pressure.
It kind of seemed like it did.
He turns out a theater kid.
Okay.
So I was like, Michael, you're
Where has
meant
he
for
been?
this.
Where has he
Yeah.
I know
been?
where we've been all our lives,
Yeah,
Michael.
truly.
Turns out working at Starbucks back in the day, and then flying planes.
Flying planes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he has time while
What
he's in the
Starbucks?
air to think about lip sync battle.
Yeah, he will. And I got some other players that, again, everybody is really hot after the
Yeah,
lip sync
right
battle. They
after.
always go like, "Yeah, I'm in next year." Like,
And they start thinking about their
Save me a
numbers.
spot.
Our
and
friend
then
Anna
it
said
never happens.
she always says every year that she wants
Oh,
to do
Anna
it,
Ducci.
and next
Ducci.
year she actually is like, I'm
the
going to do
lobster.
it.
she came up to me and I talked to her for a while, and she didn't mention a number, so maybe she.
Oh, she was cooking it.
Oh,
up.
okay, good,
Oh.
very good, very good.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
I'd love to see
no,
that.
actually,
literally the next day at work,
So
she
ne-
was like, I'm doing one.
actually,
next
Well,
I
and
don't know
Bobby
if
will
that's
be
true
back.
because she wasn't she in Sean's.
She's always in shock.
she's
always in
been
Sean's.
She's never done her
But she's
own.
never done her own.
Okay, she's gonna
This
do
is
her
the
own
last
swan
year
song.
that you can will be really friendly to newcomers because the last year will be all
Yeah.
stars. So it's like you kind of got to get your spot now.
Let
next
me.
year.
Can I submit something to
What's
you
up?
right
Go
now?
ahead.
How about so we're Monday morning quarterbacking right now, but that's
sure,
okay.
sure.
Let's now. Next July, let's say next June.
Sure.
Let's start. We're talking politics. We're talking campaigns. Let's do a campaign.
Okay.
Sign up for lip sync battle. Let's take all the footage from this year. Let's take all the footage from past years.
We need to do that in like May.
Yeah,
to
like
give
May.
people time.
Get people like ready for summer. Get ready for
I would
lip sync
love
battle.
it.
And then
if we
you
had
sign
new
up,
people.
and then you get ass blasted in June with text
I'm talking
and emails and like,
ass
hey,
blasted.
you're signed up for lip sync battle. Here's your
that's
spot in the
tough.
show. Here's how much
You
time
need to
have.
put. You should put in a
Yes.
date
Yes.
of. You need to send me your graphics and your lip sync by this date.
I think if we really made a push for it, you could get a handful of new people.
You
like
can get
a solid
75
handful.
shows.
That's great. That's great. I'm excited for next year. And the
Okay,
year
well,
after that.
I'm excited
that's what
for
I'm
Wild
saying is
Wild
we need to
West.
hold on to that.
Yeah, no, I
okay.
hear you.
mean, we're 11 months out right now, so we
See,
got to
you know what? You're
keep
so
that
right.
momentum.
Lip sync battle is politics.
It is.
Because in the same way that it seems like it's a true democracy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, vote for which theme you want for next year. Vote for your theme. And then the votes come in and they get counted. And it doesn't matter what the people voted for because even though
Wait, what
under
are you,
the
what are you insinuating?
C1,
Okay, that's not true.
we're going to say
it
that,
actually didn't. though.
Oh, yeah, we're going to say it didn't win.
Oh.
and actually, it's going to be Wild Wild
This is-
West.
this is
Okay,
why-
wait.
Yeah.
This
Tell
is why-
your
you know what?
story.
You know,
Tell
let me
your
tell you, let me
story.
tell you.
I'm
My
feeling
mom-
that
my
Annie
mom-
may have voted for
Electoral
under
Beth was, when we figured it out,
College.
I was like, I'm gonna have to send out a video explaining and showing the graphics. Beth's like, no, nobody cares. And I was like, no, people care.
No.
People are not going to believe me.
Nobody cares.
They're
man.
not going to believe me that Wild Wild West actually won.
Listen, I like Wild Wild West more.
But you
so
know what
it's
Beth
good
said
for me.
immediately after we figured it out? She goes, did Annie really win?
Oh my God!
Did I? Did I?
checked. We
Tell me
checked.
now.
You won.
Did I?
You won. Yeah,
Did you?
Thank you, Beth, for checking on me.
Wait.
I'm sorry. Okay, you would have had to check my mental health if I was told that I actually didn't win lip sync battle.
Oh
You would have had
my
to,
God!
you
that
would have
would've
to
been
make some major
I
apologies.
would have been
Devastating.
fallen into a deep depression.
You would have made some really deep apologies for the people you totally cursed out that night.
Yeah.
After you won.
Yeah, I did curse someone out for not voting for me. Sorry.
said-
Was that your mom or who was
No,
that?
it was a woman from church.
They voted for me.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And they said
No.
you said bad words. to
And
them?
she said, she goes,
She didn't vote for
she
you.
didn't, and she came up straight up to my face, said, I didn't vote for you this year.
Oh my gosh.
And I went, oh, okay. She goes, well, because your number had the F word in it. And I said, well, that's
Oh,
pretty fucked of
really?
you. Oh, that's kind of fucking rude.
Hey,
I
guess
just kept
what?
using the F word.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I was like, that's fucked. Really? You're not going to fucking vote
I
for me?
cannot believe that is the reason.
Yeah.
Who did she
And
vote for?
Kara.
Oh, that's
Which
Ours-
honestly,
also-
Wait,
Ours
yours
also
has the F word in it too.
I know
It
and hers
wasn't
is, like,
as
sexy.
it wasn't as pronounced. I had to have
she
to
didn't
say.
flip people off.
Yours was
whatever.
straight mother effer.
Yeah, it didn't have the F slur in it.
yeah. I thought. See,
I didn't. Mine didn't have the F slur in it. What the hell?
Right.
Jeez.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, really, Annie? Of all the slurs. Come on.
And
man.
it- really, of all the slurs, you think I'm using that one? No way, guys.
Okay.
There's like 4 other
No,
slurs I've
just
used.
pause.
before.
No
Pause
way.
right there,
Out of all
pause.
of you, think that's the what?
Oh,
No.
wow.
Let's roll that back, please.
Country. Annie equals country.
Please stop.
Wild
Please
Wild West
stop.
is
She
my
does.
year.
Well, frankly.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Annie
great.
equals
Wild Wild
country.
West. Annie Oakley.
you
That
kind
will be
of-
my costume.
You kind of had your year. I hate to say it.
Oh.
But as
I will
a former
say-
winner, your best years are behind you.
Oh whoa.
well, I
Yeah.
know. I am decaying.
I wouldn't say that about you. I thought you did great this year, Ron.
You did great.
You wouldn't say that my best years are behind me. I think
I say Into
squeezed
the Ryanverse is the best you
I
will ever
squeezed
do.
every creative
true.
juice out of my
It's
body
true.
for Into the Ryanverse, and I'm done.
Yeah.
One of my other
I'm
favorite
tapped.
moments was at the end. We were all drunk. We were
Yeah.
all hanging out in
Yeah.
the pool, and Kara goes, "I'm not doing mine around the theme anymore. I guess
Nope.
that doesn't. I thought that's how you win." And we're all like,
No.
"What? Like you've never had to do it around the
No,
theme."
I didn't say I thought that's how you win. I said that's how you don't win.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's you realizing
Yeah.
that maybe you,
That's not how you win.
do
Well, yeah,
win.
because the theme of lip sync, you'd think that people's
I
lip
know.
syncs would
I
go
know.
with the theme.
And to be honest, I was a big proponent of it. I was like, people love Hercules.
People
They're
do
gonna
love
love.
People loved it. Kara,
And
I've
Kara,
had
I
so
want
many
you to know,
people talk to
You
me
had the
about
best
yours.
spot. You know how people want the last spot in the show.
I don't know. I feel like now that the last spot is kind of like a closing number, and people don't care about the closing number.
What?
You know what?
It's
I kinda
like
get
it's like
that. I
the
kinda get
bow.
that.
It's like the bow.
I feel
Michael
like we.
and Tyler had the last spot when they won. They
Is that
they were-
true?
They were the
no,
last
we've
spot in the
always been
lineup.
last spot.
No, you've been the last spot the last 2 years. Michael and Tyler had the last spot when they won.
Last 3 years.
Yes,
What'd you
after
do last
Michael
year?
and Tyler won, you've had the last
Was
spot.
last year Mamma
probably.
Mia?
Last year was Taylor Swift.
No, Mamma Mia
Oh.
was not last. And
It
Taylor Swift
definitely was.
last.
No, Mamma Mia was last.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we've closed every
We'll have to
single
check
one.
the tapes.
Michael and Tyler, I know for a fact, were last when they won because people were like buzzing after theirs after we closed the show, and that's why that's why a lot of why I think
Their
they got a
winning
lot of
number
votes.
was elite. It was so good.
I don't remember it.
No, their winning number.
Goofy
They only
movie.
won because
Goofy
they
movie.
begged for people to vote for them
That's how you win.
in their lip
and
sync.
that's how you win.
Annie this year.
I
Me
was
last
begging-
year.
No, she
I was
begged the
begging
sharks.
for money.
She begged the sharks.
Oh, you know, the last
Right.
2 years, Ryan was all about how to win lip sync, and Annie's was how to win lip sync.
Yeah.
No, mine was I need money to win lip sync.
Yes.
I don't have any money.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
That's what I was saying the night before. I was like, is this getting too meta? Like, all these numbers are about how to win the competition that they're in, literally.
Okay, so next year,
Yes.
gonna start it off
Yes.
by saying,
Money, please.
"You guys, we can't go with the theme."
Hold on. We'll get. Hey, hold on. We'll get a really good recording of it. Go ahead. Ready? Go.
You guys, we can't do a lip sync that goes with the theme this year. We just can't win.
Hold on. Keep going.
What? Is this the song of the summer?
Also,
Here's what it
after
is.
lip sync, I got so sick off of that Taco Bell.
Really?
Yeah, me too.
Yes, I was up all night.
I have
wow.
I have your pitch. This is gonna ruin John, but you guys call in the Avengers of lip sync to help you win, and it's like Annie,
Whoa.
Bobby, Ryan,
Me.
and then we're like passing on our power to you.
And Sean, but
It's
it has
just
to be
one
in
big
video
number.
form.
Sean.
No, it has
it's
to be
just-
video form.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a video from Sean. Yeah,
Wait, why?
because that's what he
That's
does.
he's
'Cause that's what he
iconic.
does.
He's iconic for his
sure.
videos.
Yeah.
But then he still comes out of the pool at the end.
Yeah.
He comes out of the. That would
Yeah.
be so good. He resurrects that character.
Yeah.
No,
So
the
good.
final year of lip sync, the opening number
Off the
has to
roof
be
into the
a
pool.
giant mishmash of all of the like most iconic
A mega mix.
moments. So Beth back on the roof, Sean the
Wait.
pool.
Me, the money dress.
We have to-
Bobby,
wait,
Money
guys,
Guns.
Everyone, shut up. We have to cut this. We have to cut this. We have to cut it out. We have to cut it out.
See you
No
at
spoilers.
30.
No spoilers.
awesome.
End it.
Okay, great.
Go.
Wait.
Yeah.
What the hell is
So
that
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo.
We want to thank our Patreon supporters for their money. Thank you. Guys, you can have access to what we're about to record right now, which is the post show. It's like a little mini podcast after the podcast every week. So you get like 30% more content. get down to the bio, check out the link for the Patreon. For $4 a month, you can watch the post show. You can watch some BTS stuff. You can get merch drops when we do those. We got more merch coming up this summer.
I feel like we do the drama of lip sync on the post show today.
Oh, the drama. I kind of feel like we hashed it out on the episode, didn't we?
No, the deeper cuts.
Oh. The unspoken things. And tune in this November for our live stream of the presidential election.
Oh,
What's
yes.
that?
Oh, I thought you were talking about
we're
the
not
25-hour
doing that.
live.
No, no,
September
September.
27th through 28th.
Oh,
That's right.
yes. Tune in for
Kill
25-hour
me.
podcast for
Freaking kill
Alzheimer's
me.
in the air. Okay, that's it. That's the episode.
Dun-dun.
Love you guys.
Okay,
John,
bye.
you always like to get the last word. Go ahead.
No, I do. I really? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
classic
I'm really
John.
sorry if
No.
I do that.
No, go ahead.
No, it's cute.
No,
We
I
love
like it.
it.
It's like a
I got
quirky
nothing
thing
else
about
to
you.
say.
Typical.
We're gonna do our normal closing, or
That was it.
I was just giving you an opportunity to.
okay, I got nothing to say.
I mean, it's what's podcast with Ryan and John, so.
It's going too long.
I just feel,
End it.
All right, on the couch as always, Cara Tafoya, Annie the Scope Scopeman. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
We'll see you next week on What's
What's
the
Up
Podcast?
Really, John? Not a little more enthusiastic?
Oh yeah, my spirit was killed when Kara rushed us out of it.
You're welcome.
Got to think of the post show, you know?
Sure.
Got to consider it.
So a lot of tea spilt on the post show.
Certainly sounds like it.
A lot of what?